To create an automation, you would open any working project or template from our template library that you want to work in. And then once you open it and create it the way that you wish, make sure it's finalized and you have all your camera angles that you want set up for your automation. And then you will click on automation on the bottom left-hand side here. If you don't see that, click on more and it will pull up this menu where you can select automation to be added to your left toolbar. Go to automation and then click add object in automation list. And this is where you will select any pieces or parts of a model or multiple models that you want to have changes made to. So when you click on add object, it will pull up this eyedropper and then you'll see it highlights in blue. And this is where you can select the different parts of this chair, for example, that you want to have changes made to in your automation. So to keep it simple, let's say that we just want this pillow cushion to have multiple textures it switches to. Left click on that, and then it will add this, and then you would just name it whatever you wish and click save. Then say I would just click add object again to select these other sections if I want these to change textures as well. When you're done, click automation. And then when you click create automation, that will create it as a project where you will find now on the dashboard under my files and under automation, and you can see our project here. When you select it, at first it won't have any of this information here and it will be blank. This is where you need to download sample file here, and that will download it to your desktop. You will find that file on your computer and then you can open it in Excel or you can import that in Google Sheets depending on what you want to use. And then that will open this sheet here that looks like this, except when you first open it, some of this information filled in here that we already have will be blank. To find and make sure you have all this information you need, you will find that information under your textures that you're going to use. So if you go to my products, textures, and then say that these two are our textures we're going to use. When you click on them, it'll open this up and it will have information here, like the SKU ID, which is important. And then you will copy the SKU ID information, or if there isn't one, you can create it by typing it in here and then making sure that's copied and pasted to then add into the necessary box in your Excel file. So once you have all of this information filled out accordingly, which that can be something more in depth in a separate training, once it's all filled out, you can save it or download this file and then go back to your automation project. And then this is where you'll click upload Excel file. And then you'll see once we do that, you will have this here, this information like this, and this information is generated from this Google Sheet that we filled out with the necessary information. Then when that is done, you'll click these arrows to select all of them, and then I'll pull up this toolbar where you can now render your images or run previews of your images and download them. Once you run your images through, you can check on the status of them and view them under here where it says previews or renders, and then click on those icons to view your images. So you'll see here we have our image with all camera angles with one texture, and then the other texture here.